Manchester United 4. Chelsea nil, blood. It's so mad. And you know what? People were talking hell smoke. It's one of them ones where nothing can fuck up my day today, you know. Nothing can fuck up my day. I'm feeling sensational. What a game, innit? It was one of them things where you could say that the score doesn't tell the full story of the game, but I think we just saw one team that kept the ball very well. Chelsea were very tidy in possession. It looked great, but we were just ruthless and clinical on the break, and it was old school Manchester United on the break. That's exactly what it was. I couldn't have put it any better. Like counter-attacking goals, pace, and not many passes in the sequences. It was get the ball on the break, get it in behind, turn them around, goal. And it was beautiful to watch, man. I think people were saying, yo, where the goal's gonna come from? Everywhere. Tony was sensational in that number 9 today. I'm glad he got his goal, because you know what? If he didn't get his goal, a lot of people wouldn't have given him credit for the performance, because he held the ball well, he linked play well, he made runs when he needed to make runs. And one thing he does extremely well that Rashford doesn't do is, if the ball comes up to him, Rashford will try and run on his own, cut in and get a shot. Tony is very good at occupying the centre-backs and actually waiting for his teammates to join him. And he done that very well, whether it was backing into goal, whether it was a first-time pass off to the side and spinning in behind. I thought it was a very complete number 9 performance from him, topped off with a typical number 9's goal. Great ball from Andreas, and yeah, it's always nice to see Tony score tap-ins, because he doesn't get many of those. So I was very impressed by him. Marcus Rashford, I thought before he got the penalty he was awful. Like every time he got the ball he lost it, and the game as a whole I thought he was quite bad. But you know what? His work rate was brilliant. He occupies players. One thing Rashford would never give you is a minute's rest. He ran his socks off today. He was good at times. I think he was more bad than he was good, but no one gives a shit. Why? Because he bagged 2 goals. At the end of the day, I did say that this is Rashford's 4th season, and he needs to step up and he needs to score goals for us to really start respecting him as a top player. I definitely still see massive in his game, but if he keeps scoring goals, I think a lot of people are going to overlook his flaws, man, because at the end of the day, like, that's what you get paid for. So happy enough with Rashie's performance. I'm just going to go through the team. It's the easiest thing to do, because I don't think anyone had a stinker really. Pereira definitely looked a lot better from the right hand side. I thought down the middle the game was bypassing him a little bit. He's not quick enough to shut down on the press in the middle, and the ball was getting played around him. When he got moved to the right hand side, his delivery for Martial was nothing short of fucking spectacular. And the thing is, Pereira, when he went on loan, he played right wing, so you know he can do this. You know he can cross. The delivery was A1. Jesse, when he got moved into the middle, Jesse pulled strings. How many times, guys, have I said it here? When Jesse plays down the middle, he's a player, man. Like, he's not amazing, but you don't have to be. Jesse's not as naturally talented as Martial, Rashford and them, man. So when you play him on the wing, he don't have the skill to go by a fullback, and he doesn't also have electrifying pace. But what he does have is good acceleration, good balance. When you play him down the middle and he can go either way, he does these little give and goes, these little intricate things. And there was one run that Jesse made today, and he took about 6 men out the game. And I thought that was one of the best performances I've seen for Jesse in a long time, because it's fair to say towards the end of last season, Jesse was poor. And in pre-season, he wasn't amazing either. So what a time to fucking perform Jesse Lingard, man. I thought he was very good today. Pogba and McTominay, I thought that McTominay did what he needed to do, kept it simple. I don't think McTominay will surprise you very much. He's that Ronsil baller, innit? Exactly what it says on the fucking tin. You know what I mean? Pogba today, 2 assists. And again, a lot of people are saying, oh, that Pogba didn't play well, this, that, and the other. For me, I don't think anyone played below a 7, and I think Pogba was a 7 today. And a 7 for Pogba is 2 fucking assists. That's what it is. He played a switch ball, yeah, with his left foot from right to left that cut out about 6 men out the game. He can give you that, but he can also give you little instances where he keeps the ball a bit too long, or he underhits a pass or overhits a pass. Like, Pogba will always do that. Do you know what I mean? But with players like Pogba, he likes to create, innit? Like, he's always looking for the killer pass. He's always looking to do something brilliant. And the mad thing is, if Pogba don't have runners around him, he trusts himself enough that he'll take the extra touch. And sometimes it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you'll get away with it because his skill will get him out of trouble. But sometimes you'll get caught in possession. This is what you're going to get. But him playing right centre mid with Wan-Bissaka behind him means even when he does get caught, he's got insurance. And I think that was a masterstroke from Oli, moving Pogba to the right-hand side, right centre mid instead of left centre mid, because Wan-Bissaka covers, man. Do you see what I'm saying? So the ball from Rashford was delicious, but the way he drove out of midfield, yeah, he drove out of midfield and he played that ball across to James. I was going to say David James. Daniel James for the goal was wavy. That's what Pogba gives you from the midfield. Broke out, perfect weight of pass. And to be fair to James, he's probably the only brother that could have caught up with Pogba on that break because Pogba was off ski. And that's the thing. First half, when Pereira was playing on the right-hand side, we had no width because he kept coming inside. As soon as James came on and we had someone that was on the chalk, Pogba started to open up and play passes down that right-hand side. And that's where the lack of balance has been for Manchester United. When we had Mata playing there, we got Pereira playing there. We need a proper right winger. Once we get that, and Pogba can pass both ways, then you're going to start seeing, yeah, we're just going to be opening up teams even more. But all in all, I think them two played well. The two centre-halves, Harry, easy work for him today. It's great to see how the partnership with him and Lindelof's going to come along, because when you've got two centre-halves that can play football, it's a mad thing, bruv. Like, them two were literally just doing 1-2s at centre-back and keeping the ball. Lindelof trusts himself, turning on the ball, fizzing it into the midfield. I thought them two as a partnership were brilliant. There was one time where Abraham tried to back into Maguire, and Maguire just kind of just flicked man like a bogey, fam. Like, he's a unit. Like, he's actually fucking massive. Like, I didn't realise how solid this guy was until I just see him brush man aside. Wan-Bissaka, I think I counted, he gave the ball away once, and that was like after 85 minutes. The guy's mustard, innit? Like, I was saying, he's the best, he is the best right back I've seen at this club, like in my life, innit? Like, obviously Gary Neville's a legend. I was even speaking to one of the elders here that was sitting next to me. He even said it, and he was like in his 60s. He was like, I know Gary Neville's a legend, but this Wan-Bissaka is different. He's a right winger, he's a right back. Like, the guy marshaled the whole, the gaffer, marshaled the whole right side. The whole fucking right side, man, on his own. Unbelievable. When we get a right winger that he can actually link up with, fingers crossed that's Jaden next season, yo, we're in business. And Luke Shaw at left back, there's not really much to say about him. Like, do you know what I mean? Defensively, I'm actually glad that Chelsea didn't have the wherewithal to actually gang up on him, because he don't look confident. I don't know what it was. Today there was a chance at the end of the first half. He was one-on-one with their fullback and he was actually in the box, and he Cruyff turned out of the box to pass it sideways, brother, and I nearly fucking jumped out my seat. He's just not confident. I don't know what it is. Like, he don't believe in himself. There's nothing about him that tells me that he's a Manchester United player. I thought that he just didn't do anything today, you know? I can't even say he was shit. I can say he just didn't do anything. Like, attacking wise or defensively, I just think he just got through the game. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's mad, bruv. I don't even want to talk about him, because it's one of them ones where people think it's personal. It's not personal, bruv. He's just not good enough. And David De Gea made some good saves, but all in all, Big Dave didn't do anything I didn't expect him to do. I haven't seen it on replay, remember? Like, they ain't screens in Old Trafford like that. So I've only seen the game live. I haven't watched it back. So I don't know how impressive the saves were that he made, because I only saw them live. I was behind the goal for a few of them, but they all looked relatively comfortable. Like, I could be wrong. He could have pulled out a worldie, but from where I was sitting, Dave just makes shit look easy, guys. I can't even fucking lie to you. But all in all, no complaints. No one can fucking complain. Look at the guys behind. Where are they? They're fucking singing their hearts out, mate. I'm telling you, it was a madness. Like, I can't complain. Who can complain about 4-0? Like, I'm at the point where man's just trying to be critical, and I'm trying to I'm trying to be fair because the game, it was a ruthless 4-0, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to go on like we just completely smashed them off the park. It wasn't like that. And the gaffer again. So, yeah. All in all, guys, I'm over the moon, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I know there was a few men waiting to chat shit and they thought we were going to get clarted. I said 2-1. Even though in pre-season our defense has been very good and I didn't expect us to concede. I didn't. But you know what? Because it's Chelsea, you always have to respect Chelsea. Even though it's one of the weaker Chelsea teams, you always have to respect them, which I did. But yo, 4-0, guys. Anyone that put money on 4-0, you're going to eat well tonight. I'm going to eat well anyway. I'm very, very happy with the result. Very happy with the performance. Let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. I gave it to Wan-Bissaka because I thought he was brilliant. Yeah, let me know, guys. Like, what's your highlights of the game? Also, let me know. Obviously, we won 4-0, but let me know if there's any concerns. Is there anything that you've seen in this game that makes you think, you know what? We papered over the cracks and maybe we might be in trouble later down the line. But honestly, I can't fucking complain, bruv. Like, I think that everyone just needs to enjoy the shit out of this because there's not going to be many 4-0s this season, man. Especially not against, I wouldn't say rivals, but against top opposition, man. I think that Chelsea aren't going to struggle too much, bruv. I honestly don't think so because we played well and all that. But to be fair, they kept the ball well. And against smaller teams, I think that Chelsea will do them. So they're going to be there or thereabouts. They're still going to be around us at the end of the season. So, yeah, keep it interactive. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you head over to the United stand to watch the fan cams if you haven't already, man. And, yeah. I'm at every game this season, apart from Crystal Palace at home because I'm on holiday. Other than that, I'm going to be doing my match reactions probably just like this because it's nice and quick so I can get them up for you guys. So make sure you follow Rants and Bants on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, man, smash the like button, share, all of that. Big up yourselves, guys.